Hello, my name is Lucius. Welcome to this episode of Blood Bowl 2020. What we'll be doing is a match, and today we have two teams. I'll be taking on the Wildwood Wardens that you've seen painted here in previous videos, which we'll link below. And today my opponent is T-Dog.
Hello.
And he'll be playing... What's the name of your team?
Gazgul's Groceries.
Gazgul's Groceries. Okay, and they're Black Orcs. So what we'll be doing is we'll be just going hard, getting into it. If you like this kind of content, I really honestly suggest that you subscribe to this channel. We'd love to have you along for the ride. But for now, let the games begin. And teams are aligned on the pitch, and our first team up is the Wildwood Wardens, the Wood Elf team extraordinaire, led by Acorn the Squirrel, our star player, killer of trolls and ogres. Position number 2 is Rosanna Hawkwind, our emerging star thrower. She has Hail Mary Pass, Accurate and Dump Off. Tethril Blackwood is our veteran lineman. Number 3 has Fend and Tackle. Endell Fleetfoot is our catcher at number 4. He has Jump Up and Block. He's a veteran. Number 7 is Fergus Sourfist. He got crumped in the last battle, so he will be missing this game. But he is experienced with Frenzy, generally. Number 8 is our new thrower, who's a complete rookie, Silver Shadowfist. She has just the pass skill. Moving right along, number 9 is our catcher. He is Ferren Gladwind. He's a veteran with Fend. Number 10 is our star. He's a veteran war dancer. He has Pro and Shadowing. Number 12 is Oak Willow, and he is an experienced tree man. He has the skill Brawler. Number 13 is Malice Bravehelm, who is a pro lineman experienced. Number 14 is Yvonne Firebrow. She is a rookie and she has a head injury. So we're trying to get her killed. I try and get her killed every game, but somehow she still lives. And the last two positions are by Tethril Blackwood, who's a veteran lineman. He has Block and Dirty Player. And Rife and Fellhand, number 16. He is a veteran lineman as well, has Block and Sneaky Git. And that is the Wildwood Wardens. All right, so second team on the pitch is Gazgul's Groceries.
At number 1, we have our troll Michael with Strong Arm and Pile Driver. He's a vet. Number 2, Jeffrey the Goblin. He's got Sidestep and Experienced. Number 3, Andrew, Sidestep and Catch. He's a vet as well. Del Rupa the Black Orc. Nothing. He's nothing. 5, Jim the Black Orc. He's got Block. 6, Jonathan. He's got Armbar and Experienced. 7, Thomas the Black Orc, he's got Block and he's also experienced. Number 9, Robert the Goblin, he's got Diving Catch. Number 10, James the Goblin, he's got Sprint and he's experienced. 11, he's got Nothing. Number 12, Adam the Goblin, he has a broken neck, so 4 agility. 14, Krang has Pro and is experienced. And number 15, Carl is Nothing.
All right. And that's Gazgul's Groceries. Here's the coin flip.
It's heads.
Elves go first, and they choose to receive.
Okay, so we're playing in Sylvania. It's perfect conditions. So Gazgul's Groceries kicked the ball, and it scattered 4-1 into the back end zone. And the kickoff event table was high kick, and the rookie elf caught the ball.
And before us, we can see the turn 1 setup for the Elves and the Orcs. Okay, end of Elf turn 1, and I'm doing very elfy things. Got lucky over here. This guy came in, then Acorn blitzed his Black Orc and took him down, which created a hole over here, which the rookie thrower then converted to the catcher, and the catcher's all the way up near the end zone there. Then everyone busts through the lines. The war dancers here. We got the tree man actually casualtied. What number?
Number 14.
Number 14, Black Orc got casualtied by the tree man, who got 2 star player points. She got 1. in turn 1. And then that opened up another hole. These two guys got through, and they're marking some of those goblins. So hopefully it's going to be an easy turn 2 touchdown, but I could get crumped. You just never know. And that was about it for Elf turn 1.
Okay, turn 1 for Black Orcs went pretty short. These two moved up to mark them. Number 2 here marked the catcher. And sadly, what number are you? Number 11, I believe. Tried to dodge from this one lineman here, but failed miserably, and, well, turn 2, who knows what could happen.
Turn 2 for the Elves went as expected. Catcher nimbly dodges away from that fairy little goblin, and then scores. Ba-boom, dum dum ch dum dum ch. Wildwood Wardens 1 up in turn 2.
Okay, so the Wildwood Wardens kicked off, and it bounced back 2 squares, and the kickoff event table was brilliant coaching, and the Wildwood Wardens got a extra team reroll.
Okay, so Black Orcs touchdown in 1 turn. Number 11 picked up the ball, failed, used a team reroll, passed, then threw the ball to number 10 here, which failed. Then I used another reroll. Then the troll passed his really stupid and always hungry. Then threw him around here somewhere, bounced back 3 times. Went backwards once, forwards, and then back. And then ran full movement and used push it and got a touchdown.
1 turn touchdown.
For the Black Orcs.
But burnt most of his rerolls.
Yeah.
Okay, start of Elf turn 3. Gazgol's Groceries have kicked off. And the kickoff event table was changing weather, but it stayed the same. The ball landed right behind the rookie thrower.
Okay, and almost a blueprint of the first turn. The Elves came through here. We had this lineman move. This war dancer came through, blitzed that goblin, took him down, created a hole. The rookie picked up the ball, threw it on to the catcher, who then ran upfield, not as far as last time, but he's in a decent position. Everyone else moved in. The tree man whacked another Black Orc over there, which is on the ground, and everyone else held. And that was my turn 3.
Okay, so Gazgul's Groceries turn 3. Number 11, number 9, cornered the catcher. So then number 11 came over and blitzed. Only got a push though. And then, this number 10 came and blocked off. Number 3, Andrew, came to help. We had number 5 hit, whatever his name is. This Black Orc just moved up. This Black Orc only pushed him, sadly. Number 2 turned over, and the troll attempted to push it, failed
Twice.
With the reroll, and died. And, fell over.
Alrighty, Elf turn 4, looking pretty elfy. What we've done is we've pretty much just created holes everywhere. He took down another Black Orc. These guys all ran through, marked everyone. These guys all come through. The War Dancer blitzed the Goblin, took him down. The catcher stepped out and then threw the ball to the lineman, who had double pushed it to get to where he is. And now the lineman at the back has the ball at the end of turn 4, and we've got a pretty good screen, but those goblins might get me, maybe. Let's see.
Okay, Gazgul's Groceries, turn 4. So a bunch of goblins. This goblin stood up and dodged to there. These 2 goblins also dodged to get to here. And this one blitzed. Only a push though, but got surrounded. Anyway, Black Orc moved here, marking. This one moved, stood up, didn't move. And the troll stood up and moved to mark the thrower. And that is turn 4.
Alright, Elf turn 5 went pretty darn good. We had some shenanigans over here where the War Dancer come and blitzed, had to use his pro skill to reroll and took this goblin down and stunned him. My catcher went up just in case, and then cleared this spot, so the lineman only had to dodge 1 guy to here and then scored. So lineman scores number 3, and that was a pretty good turn 5, sorry.
Okay, so the beginning of Gazgol's Groceries, turn 5. The kickoff event table was brilliant coaching, and Gazgol's Groceries got an extra team reroll. The ball bounced out of the pitch and gave it to number 10.
Okay, so turn 5 for Gazgol's Groceries went pretty well. Troll made all his stupid and hungry rolls through the goblin around here, bounced back and then forward, then next to Acorn. Pretty bad, but then we got number 2 goblin in to blitz Acorn to clear a path. Unfortunately, didn't hurt him very well, and then, we had number 5 here hit Hawk, there was only push. Then number 10 has scored twice in this game with 6 star player points and 1 push-it roll.
Woot. That's a lot of rolls these goblins keep making.
Okay, so Gazgol's Groceries kick off. Number 11 kicked the ball straight to the thrower and rolled a 5 on the event table, so
High kick.
which is high kick. So number 2 now has possession of the ball.
Okay, Elf turn 6 went pretty good. This guy moved in onto the Black Orc. Acorn blitzed, casualtied the Black Orc, took him down. Unfortunately, can't get star players. He's already a star. So took him down. The Elf thrower already had the ball, so moved up, threw it to this catcher, who then ran up the sideline. And as I was trying to get other guys in, I've buffed one of my rolls with these guys coming through to protect, and this guy fell over, and that's the end of my turn 6.
Okay, so a bunch of my goblins over here. These 2 mainly came in to block off the catcher, but it was this goblin here that blitzed. Only got the push, but then I cornered him with the Black Orc, and the other goblin, this one moved over. Troll tried to attack one of them, failed. This Black Orc just got a push. This one casualtied that lineman, killed him, but then the Wood Elves used the Apothecary, which he's only missing the rest of the game. Then these 2 just moved up to get tackle zones. And that is turn 6, end for Black Orcs.
Turn 7 for Elves didn't go so good. All I managed to do was stand this catcher up, move him over to here. This guy moved to there. Then Acorn did the blitz, pushed the Black Orc on the first one, and then on his frenzy roll, failed, got both down, and he's got blocked, so I got taken down. Thankfully, my small armor didn't die, but it was a turnover, and that is my turn 7.
Okay, so turn 7 for the Black Orcs didn't go as planned, but I managed to take his catcher out of the game for now. With this helpful goblin who pushed him out. Then the ball went out, and miraculously the tree man Oak Willow caught the ball on just a fluke roll.
Fluke, he's a pro.
And then these 2 goblins surrounded. I don't know how I managed. I failed his really stupid roll, and I don't know how I managed this, but the troll rolled double skulls, and so it's turn 8. For the Wood Elves, and yeah.
Alrighty, Elf turn 8 of first half. Pretty good one. Tree Man took out this goblin. The thrower ran forward, blitzed this other goblin, and then not much else happened. I wasn't going to risk it against Black Orcs and that, so that was pretty much my last turn. I couldn't do much with the tree, and that's it for the Elves.
Okay, Black Orcs, last turn. Blitzed with number 5 into the catcher, got a push. I used grab skill. Then this goblin pushed as well, did nothing. Got this lineman down with this Black Orc. Not stunned this one over here. Goblin did a 1 dice block against the War Dancer and only got a push, and then I just ended my turn there. And I attempted a foul on Acorn. Rolled a 5, didn't break the armor, so I'm not sent off. Turn 8 for Black Orcs, end of the half.
Yeah, so turn 1 for the Black Orcs. So kickoff event table was a quick snap, so D3 plus 3 open players on Gazgol's Groceries got to move. So that happened. It scattered 2 to the 2, and it landed right behind that goblin.
And there is our ball.
And it's the beginning of the second half, and it is 2-2.
Gazgol's Groceries, turn 1, second half. Number 3 moved over to, because it's a really stupid ball, to give assistance for this goblin who picked it up, ran here, threw it to Goblin number 10, who then nearly got eaten by my troll. Luckily, I squirmed free to there, and I wasn't allowed to move because I failed the roll. I blitzed number 13 here, but with the grab skill, I pushed him back. Then I kind of gave him support, knocked over the elf that cannot be killed, stunned her, and then this Black Orc just moved into these 2 squares, and that is turn 1 for Black Orcs.
All right, Elf turn 1, the second half. She turned over. These guys all pretty much just tried to push forward. The thrower was the one that blitzed and took him down with a reroll. The ball bounced behind the troll here, and then everyone else just pretty much bashed everything, didn't do a lot. Took down another goblin here. The tree man took down a Black Orc, and that was my turn 1.
So turn 2 for Black Orcs. This goblin attempted to pick up the ball, did. Then we had the troll try and throw. Really, he's a big dum-dum, so he didn't do anything. Blitz with this Black Orc into this thrower. Just knocked her down. This Black Orc hit this guy, stunned him, stood up, turned over, attacked, only pushed. And then this goblin moved through, and that one did nothing. So that is the end of my turn 2 for Black Orcs.
Okay, Elf turn 2 ends in a bit of disaster. Just stood a couple of players up. I blitzed Acorn in, failed his Dauntless roll, and then failed his reroll. So he only had a 2 strength with this chick against the Orc. 3 dice, he chose the result, and it was a skull, obviously. So Acorn got knocked out. He's over in the bin, and that was my turn 2.
Okay, so turn 3 for Black Orcs. Number 5 did a block on this one, stunned her again. Then we had this goblin over here do a really stupid makes it. So then moves up his full movement, pushes it twice, and then hands off to number 2 here, who runs and pushes it and gets the touchdown because he passed his push it. So the score is 3-2 at Black Orcs turn 3. So Black Orcs kicked off to Wood Elves. Rolled a 9 on the event table. So quick snap and moved 4 players 1 square. Ball bounced back 4 squares, and yeah, that is I think turn 4 for Wood Elves. 3, sorry.
Right, so Elves turn 3, pretty successful. This guy blitzed, pushed the goblin back. These guys all moved up. The catcher grabbed the ball, moved it up, handed it off to the other catcher, who then ran down this gap all the way to the side like they do. Tree man took down the troll, who's stunned, and everyone else just moved up, and that was turn 3.
Okay, Black Orcs turn 4. This goblin moved over to kind of block the catcher. Then we had, I think it was number 3, came in blitzed. Only got a push though. So then I dodged out with a couple of goblins and moved him over to create tackle zone so he doesn't escape me. This guy, Black Orc, marked him. Number 5 actually took out your number 16, but she's only missing the rest of the game. Troll rolled over, just knocked her down, and yeah, that's turn 4 for Black Orcs.
Okay, Wood Elves turn 4. This is pretty rad. Okay, the War Dancer got this guy here assisted. These guys all moved up. This guy tried to blitz a goblin, only pushed it. And then what happened from there is I ran the gauntlet with my catcher, made a 4+, failed the first one, had to do my dodge reroll, then did a 4+, then a 2+. So he had to do all those, but he made it, and it's a touchdown. 3 apiece. End of turn 4.
Okay, so Gaz Girls Groceries turn now, and turn 5, sorry, and so the kickoff event table was chilling how, and Tama's Goblin got scared, so he can't move for the rest of his turn now, and so the ball scattered 2 to the 5, right there.
Okay, turn 5 for Gaz Girls Groceries. Number 10 picked up the ball and stayed there. This goblin just moved in case anyone got through. This Black Orc blitzed the catcher, knocked him out, which is good. And this goblin moved up to create tackle zones. Number 7 knocked down number 13. The troll just stood there. This Black Orc knocked down number 3, but didn't follow up, and the goblin stood there, and yeah.
Okay, turn 5 for the Elves. It's looking a bit grim. We're down to 8 players. This is what generally happens at the end of the battle. I'm starting to take pretty heavy casualties. But Tree Man just pushed this guy. These guys all moved up into tackle zones. He blitzed this guy, but just pushed him back, and then that allowed this chick to go around and mark the ball catcher, and this guy came back as a backstop, and that is pretty much turn 5.
Okay, turn 6 for the Black Orcs. What I did was I got my Black Orc here to fight this one, and he stunned him, and he moved up. Then that allowed this guy to come in and blitz the lineman here, knocked her down, which is good. I got 2 goblins in the back line. I got a push on this guy. I surrounded the war dancer with my guys, and just moved the goblin behind the troll. And so that ends my turn 6 of Gazgal's Groceries.
Righty, Elf turn 6. Pretty decent one. Tree Man took down another Black Orc there. This guy rolled over. This guy went to there. She pushed that goblin. The coolest move, though, was the war dancer leapt over this goblin, dodged out of the zone, blitzed his goblin. The ball bounced right beside him. On his blitz, he still moved, picked it up, and then moved to there and pushed it once to get to there. So he's got the ball and very close to the end zone. And then my thrower came down the back here to try and help these goblins. And that's the end of turn 6.
Okay, so at the end of turn 7 for Black Orcs, I casualtied the war dancer, only making him miss the rest of the game. I also casualtied the one I've tried to kill the whole game, but the ball is free, and so I knocked this guy down. I haven't done much, so I gotta figure out a plan to do something really. Otherwise, yeah, ain't gonna end well. But that's the end of turn 7 for me.
Okay, shortest Wood Elf turn 7 ever. I tried to get fancy and ran my catcher to get the ball so he couldn't score with it or get it to the troll. And he rolled a double 1 on his dodge on the first thing and got nailed. And that is turn 7 for the Wood Elves.
So at the end of turn 8 for Orcs, it ended pretty quickly with Andrew trying to pick up the ball but failed, so it bounces there. I think the game's going to end in a draw. So that's really all I did. End of turn 8 for Black Orcs.
Okay, the second shortest turn in the Wood Elf history is my last turn 8. What I tried to do, I realised this guy had a turnover, he was stunned. There was no one. This guy could have ran around and just picked the ball up, but that would have been it. So what I did is I tried to block with the Tree Man, got double skulls, as you do, and he went down, and that is the end of my turn 8. And I think we declare it a draw at 3-3. Well done. Well done. Good game all around. Lots of casualties. If you have a look over here, over in the Elf box, it's looking pretty grim. No permanent injuries, which is good. No missing next games. They all just happen to miss this game. We got 2 players knocked out as well who never recovered. So half the Elf team's more than half of it is in the bin. The Orcs still have 2 casualties up the end there in their bin.
I think both are missing next game, actually.
Both are missing next game.
Yes.
So it's a draw. These teams are our veteran teams. We've been going for ages with these ones, but anyway, that is our Blood Bowl event there. So I hope you enjoyed that battle rep. If you'd like this sort of format, let us know below. If you don't, then let us know below. But otherwise, we are WarHQ. Please subscribe to our channel if you got this far. Even if you did get this far, you're a complete legend. So hi to you. Or you've got no life, one of the two. So good for you either way. But we're WarHQ. I'm Lucius. That's T-Dog. And we're signing out.